Hi, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 16th to the 31st, 2020 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload new videos, and I upload all the time, just hit that bell notification button. Now, before we dive into this reading, let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from your body like storm clouds. Finding yourself becoming centered, calm, and at peace as you enter into this safe, quiet space. All right. Now let's see what the tarot has to say. And I want to thank you guys so very much. I'm using here my very first Baba Studios tarot deck. I never thought I would be able to have a deck quite like this to be able to read for you guys with. But because of your generosity through your donations, this has been absolutely a dream come true to be able to read for you with these. All right, so let's see now. Cancer, August 16th to the 31st, 2020 Cancer. August 16th to the 31st, 2020 Cancer. August 16th to the 31st, 2020 Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels, and spirit guides. Fantastic. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. All right. Now let's see what your chakra cards have to say and what your chakra has to say for this time. Cancer, August 16th to the 31st, 2020 Cancer. August 16th to the 31st, 2020 Cancer. August 16th to the 31st, 2020 Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. All right, these three. So we're starting here with universal light. You're being guided. I see this as you right in the center, the light shining down, going all the way through, rooting you, pulling you forward, gracing you and blessing you. This is the soul star chakra located 6 inches above your crown. And you're moving in a blessing and to a blessing that is absolutely and beautifully profound for you. So that is an absolute beautiful way to start the reading. And then we have inspiration. Now this is the sacral chakra. And what's very inspiring for you during this time is the release of negative energy from this life, from past lives. You are really finding yourself grasping your footing. It's kind of like it's been a mountainous journey. You've been going uphill and uphill and uphill. And now you've found this footing, this place, this like you've reached the top of the hill, the mountain, and now you can watch the sunrise. And it's just breathtaking. And you're inspired because you know that the journey wasn't for nothing. And with the sacral chakra, this is where we hold a lot of negativity from this life, from past lives. And you're seeing yourself releasing a lot of it, a lot of what you've inherited through your DNA. Oh, this is the way it's always been for my family. This is the way what we've always gone through. You know, it'll never change. The past life is kind of like, this is just my lot in life. It feels like it's always been this way. And you're going to find yourself gaining your footing, gaining a greater understanding of yourself, gaining a greater power. And then we have personal power, which is absolutely beautiful. Now, this is the solar plexus chakra. And this is you finding a power within your voice, but also within your gut reaction, your gut feelings towards things. Your gut is really quite powerful for you during this time. It's like, yes, I see this. Yes, I understand this. Yes, I am empowered by this. Yes, I'm growing this. I'm knowing this. And so don't doubt yourself, Cancer. You're going to sit there and think, oh, am I being too intense? Or, maybe I should just kind of lighten up a bit. It's like, no. Move forward in your intensity. Move forward in your power. Move forward in the passion of your love and of your truth. Because it really is quite beautiful for you. Now, the left-hand side, this is your inner self. The middle, this is your emotional self and your heart self. The right-hand side, this is your public self. So let's see what the cards have to say. So we start off with the Six of Wands. I love that celebration. It moves you to the Seven of Coins, so to patience, celebration to patience. To the Emperor, which is, of course, an Aries energy, March 21st to April 19th. And there is this sense of passion and power and beauty and understanding coming forward to the Lover's card right here. And this is a Gemini energy, a time frame of May 21st to June 20th. A duality of what you want, of what you love, a duality of self, a sense of, passion that guides. The Knight of Swords, guiding your heart. Okay, so right up here, you have your mind and your heart coming together, which is beautiful. Then we have the Nine of Wands. Battles having been fought, not listening to everybody outside. The Star card, which I really see as quite magnificent for you. I mean, it took my breath away when I put it down. So you have the Emperor, you have like this fierce determination, and then you have the Star, which is this beautiful unicorn here, which I really do find absolutely enchanting. I have a thing for unicorns, especially ones that look like The Last Unicorn, because it's one of my favorite books. So here, with the Star, there's just this beauty, this inspiration, this passion, this power, this guiding light forward. Moving towards your perfection. And then you have the Fool. It's like beginning your journey, going and moving forward towards what you desire, what you want, and where it is that you want to be. You're being the hero of your tale. This then leads you to the Eight of Coins. Hard work, dedication. The Eight of Swords, so the repeat of the number 8 here. You're taking the public arena very, very seriously. You can be taking it a little bit too seriously. Do be aware of that you don't want to take away the beauty, the joy, the laughter, the fun from things by getting caught up or too caught up in rules or, in how things should be. This is also feminine energy coming in. This is good luck coming forward. And then we have the Five of Wands. Chaos, sometimes just for the sake of chaos, which leads to the world opening. Now the world is founded in chaos. All is flux and nothing stays the same. And so here, there is that sense of, needing your passion, needing your desire, looking at what it is that you want, looking at the way that you are moving forward, and then gaining greater insight, greater understanding. Let me just see here if I can move this down, if that helps. I hope that made things a little bit clearer. And the world opens to you. It does. What used to be closed, what used to be overwhelming, what used to seem like a dream, starts to become part of your reality. So let's see here. Let's see the people who will be aiding you during this time. Who are the people who will be aiding Cancer? August 16th to the 31st, 2020 Cancer. Who are the people who will be aiding Cancer? August 16th to the 31st, 2020 Cancer. Angel and spirit guides, show me clearly. guide this reading and show me clearly. These three, okay. I like how you have three, chakra cards. You have 3 8s. So that's very beautiful. Balancing sacred. Balanced with the sacred. So you have the Princess of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is a passionate person. This is a determined person. This is somebody who also has a lot of youthful energy. It doesn't mean that they have to be young. They can just have this youthful kind of spark and fire to them that is really quite intoxicating. And here there is this passion, this power, this way that they look at things that is really going to call you in and really going to move you forward. So this is something that's very beautiful for you and that you're really, really inspired by. Now remember, with these people who aid, they don't have to be, and also the people who hinder, you don't have to know these people. And I know that might sound funny, but sometimes we get the greatest inspiration for a period of time from a podcast or from a YouTube video or from a book or a movie or, something. And it just kind of sits with you. The words settle in you and it becomes something so much more, something so great. And so here, just know that these people can be bringing the inspiration to you in a way that you might never know, but that really touches your soul. And this is going to be the way that you move forward. It's going to give you kind of a youthful spring to your step, or a way that you look at things that isn't doom and gloom, like with the state of the world. And I laugh because it's not funny, but with everything that's going on, and it changes you. It's like, wow, I'm coming out of the muck and mire. I'm coming out of the heartbreak, the pain, and everything, and I am stepping into my power. And it's like, it's time. It really is time. And it leads you to the Princess of Pentacles. This is somebody who creates. This is somebody who cultivates. This is somebody who looks at things more deeply, more passionately, more powerfully. They look at every detail. They look at every corner because they are planning something absolutely magnificent, but also something that is a bit more breathtaking than you realize. That's what Spirit is saying. So again, this is, princess energy. So prince and princess energy is more young, youthful, this kind of getting swept up in things. And they have an enthusiasm that sweeps you up, Cancer. And that is exciting and bright. And so that's going to be really quite brilliant. And then you have the High Priest, who is, of course, the Hierophant in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. This is a Taurus energy, a time frame of April 20th to May 20th. This is passion. This is somebody dedicated, determined. This is also somebody very authentically them. So they might be very different from everybody else, but they don't really care. It's kind of like they are moving forward in their ideas, their knowledge, their truth, and it's what's right for them. It might not be what's right for you, but you are going to be inspired. This is a very inspiring lot that I see here. You are going to be inspired by their conviction, by their personal power, because personal power is calling to you. And that's what you're seeing here. They're kind of like, they're inventing new ways to move forward, or they're embracing a different way of going about life that is really speaking to your heart, soul, and self here, Cancer, because you are moving forward in an inspiration that is really shutting out the outside world, and it's saying, what is it that I desire? What is it that I want? What is it that I need? And it's not being egotistical, so you might sit there and say, oh, I. No, it's sitting there and saying, I matter. I matter. And I embrace my passion, my understanding, my truth, my power, because I matter. And as you move forward with that knowledge, the Six of Wands says, celebrate yourself. Now, the Six of Wands, I really see the Six of Wands as like a boss, right? So with the Six of Wands, you either have a boss that celebrates you, or you have a boss that nitpicks, that makes you feel bad about yourself, that, you do a million things correctly, and they point at the one thing you didn't get to. Or they say, oh, well, you could have done that just a little bit better, couldn't you have? And it's really going to irk you, Cancer, because you are the type of person who puts your heart and your soul into everything that you do. So for somebody to sit there and be condescending or, critique it in a way that is unjust, it just isn't right. So here it's kind of like, what boss are you going to be in your life? Are you going to be the boss that criticizes, or are you going to be the boss that celebrates? Now, there is also another type of boss that Spirit is saying here, and it's the boss that, just celebrates everything without any worth or merit to it. And you don't want to be that either. So it's not being overly indulgent in yourself, and it's not being overly harsh in yourself. It is sitting there and pointing out your power, your passion, your purpose, your determination, your brilliance, honestly and justly, and moving forward and remembering that. Because the thing is that our mind builds off of what we think. And it's so funny because our minds do not know the difference between what we imagine and reality. And so if you sit there and you do a job well done, and you've put in a lot of hard work, and you've put in time, and you've put in effort, and you've really dedicated yourself, but then you turn around and you think about what a loser you are, and how you should have done better, and all these negative words come in, right? What's going to happen is your mind's going to sit there and be like, oh yeah, we could have done better, and oh my gosh, I can't believe I did it like that. And it's all a lie. This is sitting there and celebrating yourself and saying, wow, I did a really good job. You know, I put my all into this. I woke up and I moved forward. And that is what we ask of ourselves. You know, improving 1% every single day. If we improve 1% every single day, that's by the end of the year, 365% better. That's amazing. And that's what you're moving towards. You're moving towards amazing possibilities, amazing power. And you're celebrating that within you. And it is beautiful. And it moves you here to the 7 of Coins. You have to be patient with yourself. You're going to want things kind of yesterday, which is very human. And here with the 7 of Coins, like, look at what you have created. Look at what you have cultivated. Look at the passionate, beautiful, symphony that is you, and celebrate you. Don't sit there and always be so harsh on yourself. Don't sit there and, think, oh, wow, this should be ready now, and kind of take things before you should be moving forward in it. You'll know when it's right. And for some of you Cancers, you're going to sit there and be like, oh, Dane, I have these hopes, I have these dreams, I have these desires. And I keep on saying tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. And I look at people, because, time is ticking on, and we tend to be obsessed with numbers. And they've achieved what I have not. Or they've gotten somewhere that I think is better. First of all, you don't know if it is. Secondly, it's in divine timing. It's in when it is right for you. Because you might have done something magnificent 5 years ago, but the world wasn't ready for it, or you weren't ready for it, and you would have walked down a path that you did not want to walk down. Your angels held you back for a reason, kept you safe, moved you forward, watched after you, guided you, gave you wisdom. And it was all for a plan. It is all for a plan. So just because our lives aren't ticking by in the way that we had expected, it doesn't mean we're not going to get to the place that we want to be. So here with the 7 of Pentacles, watch as things ripen. Yes, you can pick the fruit easily, early. You really can. Cut it all up, put it in a bowl, sprinkle sugar on top of it, and my gosh, it's delicious. But it's not as good as if you let it ripen on its own. Like Mulan, in the movie Mulan, when the father says, each flower blooms in their own time. You don't have to be like everybody else. And there's a beauty to you just as you are. A power, a strength, a purpose. And you are enough. We say it. And if you are like me, when I first heard that statement, I am enough, it really ticked me off. It really did. I got unreasonably angry. And I looked at it and I was like, no, there's so much more. You cannot be complacent. And then I had to step back. It's like, how can somebody get so angry at one simple statement? Here with the Emperor knows he is enough. Now, yes, you can have the negative Emperor, the negative Aries energy, who plays his fiddle as Rome burns, like Nero. Somebody who is self-absorbed and egotistical. That is not you, Cancer. Or you have the person who is like King David in the Old Testament, in the Torah. He fell and he failed. He did. He made huge mistakes. He thought what he wanted was better than even other people's lives. And yet he saw the error of his ways. He looked and he was shocked. And he connected with divinity in a way that was open and honest and raw and beautiful. And he became mighty. He became so much more than what he once was. He saw that he was enough. That there was a darkness within him, yes, as there is a darkness within every human being. We want to believe that we would be different, that history would be different if we were in it. It would be written differently. It would be braver, it would be bolder, it would be so much more. It is very hard to be heroes. And so to be the hero of your own life, it takes courage. It takes stamina, it takes wisdom. And that's what you're moving towards. And that's what you're embracing. Of course you can improve. Everybody can improve. King David saw that he could improve. What you are seeing here is your passionate power, your beauty, your understanding, but also the harshness of the world. Everything isn't nice and perfect all the time, or sometimes at all. We look at things and we gain understanding. We look at things and we find reason. We look at things and we see our truths and our power. And that's what you're doing. Internally, you're sitting there and you're claiming your throne. You're knowing your truth. You're understanding your blessings, your passion, your purpose, yourself. And it moves you. It moves you from being this strength. It moves you from being this determined purpose, okay? This determined person, to being love. And the Lover's card right here. Gemini energy, a time frame of May 21st to June 20th. This is duality. This is love. This is passion. This is beauty. This is hopes. This is dreams. This is heart. This is soul. And this is a longing for what's missing, a longing for the idea of perfection. Now do note that perfection is something that man will always destroy. Dostoevsky wrote that paradise is like bubbles, and we pop them one by one. Your paradise will never be enough, because there's always something more. There is always a striving. There is always a looking. There is always a seeing. There is always a more. And here, as you open your heart to what you love, as you embrace the passion of love, which Cancer, that is your language, okay? You start to see that, yes, there is more. But there is contentment, and there is power in each step that you are taking, and each way that you are moving forward. And it moves you to the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight. There's passion and rashness here. It's kind of like slow down, look at things. You're having logic and emotions come together. And that is a very, very, very beautiful combination for anybody. But for you, Cancer, it is astounding. Because when the mind and the heart come together, and your heart, I mean, you're represented as the Chariot, Cancer. You are brave, you are a warrior, you are, fearless, and you are bold when it comes to your emotions, your love, your heart, your truth. And so here, with the Knight of Swords, you are moving towards that love. You are moving towards that passion. You're moving towards what it is that you want. And usually with the Knight of Swords, it's like, okay, calm down. Steady, stable, breathe, go. Make sure you think it through. But here I'm really seeing you've thought this through. You've looked at this from different angles. You've looked at this through different, kind of emotions and lenses. And it's time to move forward. It's time to go after it. It's time to act. And as you act, you are empowered. And as you are empowered, clarity comes. And as clarity comes, it's funny because then it's like the brakes come on, and it's like, oh my gosh, what would everybody think? How will other people see this? What is it that others want from me? And here with the Nine of Wands, all right, what you're looking at here is everybody's ideas, everybody's words, society's words, people's that the way you think you're supposed to be doing things, they come at you. And it's a battle hard fought. It is. It is overwhelming. It is sad. It is intense. And what you're looking at here with the Nine of Wands is a battle that you are successful at. I mean, you've won. You're battered, you're broken, but you're still standing. So that is definitely a win. But you also have to kind of close out the outside world. To sit there and say, listen, I get you. I know where you're coming from. I know what you value, but I know what I value. I know what you want, but I know what I want. And that moves you forward. That moves you forward because it's like, world, I can't. I just can't. I can't be everything that you want me to be. I can't be the expectations that others have put on me. Society, other people that you know, that you love. And I can't be me at the exact same time. Because to morph into what everybody else wants, you have to lose a bit of yourself, And here's the thing. So what if you're different, you don't act like them? It was a part of a poem that I loved, and I still love, since I was, 9 years old. So what if you're different and you don't act like them? I'm not going to change and be someone I'm not. I like who I am, and I'm all that I've got. And it leads you right here to the star, to the highest form of your perfection, to joy and beauty and understanding and brilliance and peace and breathtaking truth. It's so much more than you had thought. The star is Aquarius energy, January 20th to February 18th. It's an energy that you're very comfortable with here, Cancer. I see this as being very connected, very powerful, very truthful to you. And here with the star, you are shining brightly in your passionate power. You are embracing your truth and your understanding. And as you move forward in you. You move forward towards what you want and what you need and where you want to be. And you look up at the sky. And once upon a time when our ancestors looked up at the sky, they saw the highest form of man's perfection. They saw the way that you could, map your trail through the stars. They gave them names and made pictures. They guided them and comforted them. Eternal lights in the sky, forever watching down, forever protecting, hearing and seeing all. And that's what the highest form of your perfection is. A hearing, a seeing, an embracing of all. And you're moving towards your soul's wish. You're moving towards what you desire. And that's what I see here. That's what Spirit is showing with the Emperor and then with the star. There is a sense of strength and determination. And then a bit of whimsy, a bit of hope, a bit of love, a bit of peace. Doubt comes in, as it always does, in moments when we least want it. But what you're doing here is you're moving forward towards what you want. At times, yes, you are looking back, because we're made out of our past, and we are forging our future. So here with the Fool, you are moving forward. You are moving forward towards your hero's journey. You are moving forward towards your true path. You are seeing things so much more clearly, openly, and honestly. I've been seeing the Fool lately, and just the story of the Emperor's new clothes come up. When the little child looks at the Emperor and says, "You're naked. Why is everybody saying how fine your cloth is? How fine the clothing is? You're not wearing anything." And that's what you're going to be like with this world. You're going to sit there and say, "You're naked. You don't have what you think you have." And that's going to be a revelation for you, Cancer. Because you look at the people, you look at things, and it's like, no, that is not the truth. That is not the way forward. What is wrong? And then here, you begin a journey. And as you're beginning this journey, you're going to think, "Oh my gosh, I'm foolish." Or you've been on this journey, and you're thinking, "Oh my gosh, I'm foolish. I can't do this. I can't move forward this way. I don't know if this is right." Have faith in yourself. You are starting your hero's quest. You are going after, and you're slaying dragons and demons, and moving forward in a purpose that, yes, people mock, because they're too scared themselves to live a life as boldly and as bravely as you are. And here, what I love is that as you're moving forward, you're looking at love. And it's kind of like, if it doesn't have love in it, it's not worth it. Now, this is not saying that you have to meet your one true love, and if it doesn't have this show-stopping, toe-curling, absolutely out of this mind relationship, it's not worth it. No. It means you have to be in love with your life. It's not based on another person. It is based on you, your passion, your brilliance, your joy, yourself. Because as you radiate that love, that beauty, the world changes. The world changes and people see you so much more enticingly, so much more profoundly than they had before. And it moves you here to the Eight of Coins. You're working hard. In the public arena, I mean, you will work your tush off. You are dedicated, you are determined, you are looking at things, and it's like, no, I'm going after it. I'm going after what I want. I'm working hard to create the wealth, the prosperity, the bounty, the beauty that I want within my life. And I know this to be my truth. And as you do this, as you cultivate it, and as you move forward, there's a part of you here with the Eight of Swords that makes you think, oh, I can't have this. I just can't. I can't do it. You know, it'll all fall apart. And the Eight of Swords has you looking at things and you're too much in your own head. You've worked so hard for this. Why are you doubting it? This is also good luck with you. Don't let yourself psych you out. Don't get too much in your own head. It'll ruin everything. And as you're looking at things, yes, be logical, but don't let logic overrule your emotional truth, because you need that balance of logic and emotion to move you forward. That kind of gut feel, that power from your solar plexus that is going to be defining you during this time. Because the Eight of Swords, it can ruin everything. It's the worry. I mean, and I am the queen of worry. It is something that I am working with my angels and my spirit guides so hard with and so hard on. And so here, it's like, don't let yourself get trapped in your own head. Don't let yourself look at things and think, oh my gosh, it's all over. Because it's not. It's not. There's a darkness before the dawn. Yes. Yes, there is. But there's a power that you are embracing that is part of you. And you have here 7, 8, 9. You have this progression. You have this be patient. And as you're being patient, okay, we jump to 8. And 8 says, oh my gosh, it's never going to happen. It's just a mess. You know, how did I even believe that this could move forward in a right way? I am a loser. Things are horrible. 9 is stop. Stop and see how far you have come, how much you have overcome. Also, know that you're still standing. And block out the words of everybody else, because that's where this fear comes from. It's a time frame that you inherited. Oh, you have to do things by this time. Oh, if you don't have things set up by this time, you know, it's too late, it's all gone. It's not. Stop listening. Stop listening. I reject your reality and replace it with my own. That's what you tell the world. I reject your reality and I replace it with my own. And you move forward. To the 5 of Wands. Passion. Creativity. And then there's doubt and fear here. There's chaos that comes in. There's arguments for the sake of arguments. There's fear for the sake of fear. Why? Because you're on the precipice of something big. You're embracing your personal power. You have the heavens opening up to you. You have your wishes being heard. You have your desire being known to the universe, to divinity. And then you have the chaos that comes in, because chaos creates, yes, but it can also halt and stop and make you look at yourself and think, where the heck am I headed? And it's right before the world opens up. So here, Spirit is showing me, well, telling me a saying that my mom always says. What if you gave up right before you were to win? What if you walked away right before there was success? Because the world is opening here. This doesn't mean that you do things like everybody else. This means that you look at it differently. You see your strengths. You listen to people and you try. You try. You embrace. You jump. And the world opens to you. Doors that were once closed become open. You start to see things truthfully and honestly. And you start to see yourself truthfully and honestly. Not held back. Not defined by others. But embracing your passion, your beauty, your hope, your desire, as you move forward, as you see the world in triumph, in freedom. So as the world opens to you, here, let's go deeper. Because there's something here that makes it feel as if you could stop the world from opening up. And we want to see why. Well, I want to see why. So let's see here. Cancer. August 16th to 31st, 2020, Cancer. Show me more deeply for Cancer. August 16th to 31st, 2020, Cancer. Show me more deeply for Cancer. August 16th to 31st, 2020, Cancer. Show me more deeply for Cancer. August 16th to 31st, 2020, Cancer. Show me more deeply for Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, show me deeply. Guide this reading and show me deeply. Angels and spirit guides, show me deeply. And let's see here the people you have to be mindful of. Who are the people Cancer has to be mindful of? August 16th to 31st, 2020, Cancer. Who are the people Cancer has to be mindful of? August 16th to 31st, 2020, Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, show me deeply. Guide this reading and show me clearly. All right. So I like how everything has the repeat of the number 3 here for you. So really, divinity does have its hand in things. You have the Knight of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Passion, determination. This is somebody very focused on their goals. They don't really care about yours or, quite frankly, anybody else's. They're focused on theirs. They're going to get what they want. And they're going to be in the middle of things. They believe their way is absolutely and positively the best way. They would like it if you agree, but they don't really care if you don't. This is a person who is determined, who is self-centered, and who, I just see them kind of springing out of their chair a lot, has a lot of energy to them. You're actually going to find this person rather exhausting. The Prince of Wands. This makes sense. This could be the same exact person. He has the wherewithal of the king, the energy of a prince. This is somebody who has youthful energy, who charges forward, who is passionate, who is determined. And really, this is a person who they won't want anything in their way, but they will not stop for anybody in their way. And this is something that it's really not going to sit well with you. And then it leads you to the Star card, which is Aquarius energy. This is somebody too interested in their own dreams. This is somebody interested too much in their own emotions. And you can get really sucked into this here, Cancer. Because I saw that strong connection between you and Aquarius before in this reading. That's what Spirit showed. And so here, with this star energy, it's this person is just, they're too into their journey, and they can pull you right along with them, right? Too emotional, too sensitive. They're picking up on a lot, and this is a person who, yes, they might need some guidance, some assistance, but it should be from somebody who is better equipped, okay? Really, because they can pull you down their path really, really easily, or pull you into their darkness really, really easily. Because they're not going to stay in that darkness. That's the thing. They're moving towards an enlightenment. But before that enlightenment, there's a hurdle to overcome. So on your inner self, when we go more deeply, we have the 5 of Clubs. Again, we had that in the public arena, so there's chaos. The 2 of Cups, Minor Arcana Lover's card. And the 6 of Cups, something from childhood comes up. Or something from the past. It doesn't necessarily have to be childhood. Then we have the Ace of Wands. God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift. You are most definitely taking it because you have the Magician right here. And then the 8 of Cups, walking away from something you once thought you would love. The 3 of Coins. The Queen of Cups, which is you. And the King of Swords, the mind and the heart coming together here again. And that's a very powerful partnership. Yeah, and I love it how the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords, they look like the man and the woman in in the Two of Cups. So the healing, beautiful love coming forward. If you see them and you see this, very similar. Yes. So I like that. There's a healing that's coming forward, a strong connection with an air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra, and Aquarius. There can be two Aquariuses or more Aquarius, two or more in your life during this time. One is going to be draining. They're just too into their own drama. Okay, just too much. The other one is going to be astoundingly inspiring. Astoundingly. So we start off here with the Five of Wands. And this is over the Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. There we go. And so here, I like that progression, the 6 into the 7. And here we have the 5. So here, 5, 6, 7, you have this progression moving forward. And it's like there's chaos first. There's chaos before you learn how to celebrate. There's chaos before you have patience with yourself. And this chaos comes from either internally or externally, but it's going to take root inside of you. There is the sense of, I should be doing more. I should be looking at things differently. I should be moving forward in more passion, more understanding, more brilliance. And here it's kind of like, no, stop the chaos, embrace healing love. All right? Look at what you love. Look at what you desire. Look at what you want from your life. Look at the way that you want to move forward, because you're embracing something gorgeous. You're embracing something deeper, something emotionally very profound for you, because it's this love that opens up the door to your magic. And this magic for me is the God's head within. So Brahma said he hid the God's head within man, because that is the one place we wouldn't look for it. And Brahma is from Hinduism. And so here, as you look within, you see this passionate power, you see this beauty, you see this understanding, and it brings you this elemental knowledge of yourself, of what you desire, and it shows you that as above, so below. As you believe it, so it becomes. And so as you have love come forward, it blesses you as you move towards your goals, most definitely. But as you have love come forward, there's also going to be an insecurity that comes up from your past. It has to do with love. This right here, this also has to do with the way that you rule as the emperor. Here with the Two of Cups, like how do you rule in your love, in your passion, in your understanding, in your brilliance? And with the Six of Cups, you are looking at things, and there's a sense of nostalgia. You could be remembering things with rose-colored glasses. You can be, looking at your past, and there could have been really hurtful, harmful things that happened in your past. And this is, for a lot of you, this is when you were really little and you didn't have that control. Somebody else had control over so much. And so with the Six of Cups, you're looking at things and you're healing. But first you have to address it. First you have to see it for the monster in the closet that it is, and no longer let it define you. No longer sit there and say, yeah, I'm that broken little 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 8-year-old, 13-year-old, 16-year-old. It doesn't matter. You're sitting there and you're looking at things and you're saying, no, that's not my truth anymore. My truth is my power. My truth is my love. My truth is the brilliance that has me moving forward, not what has me stuck. And it leads you then to God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of passion, of creativity, of beauty, of understanding, of wonder, of joy, of intensity. This is the reason why you get out of bed in the morning. The wands are your creative, passionate, identity. It's the beauty within your life. It's the joy that moves you forward. And here it's being handed to you. It's coursing through your body, this creative, beautiful energy. Utilize it. Because you have here the desire to move forward, most definitely, but you also have the words of everybody else kind of hitting you. You can't be what everybody else wants you to be. You have to be you and move forward boldly and beautifully in that knowledge, taking that gift. And as you do so, we have the magician. The magician creates and cultivates. The magician transforms. Because if we look at the magician as the alchemist, alchemy was the practice of trying to turn lead into gold. And it was something that people really, sat there and dedicated their lives to. But alchemy can be seen as symbolically. as a symbolic transformation from the lead, from the person we are born, to gold, to somebody astoundingly precious. Now you can argue that we are already gold, but we are just learning how to polish the leaden outside to let the gold shine through. And that I completely agree with. We're cracking open the lead, and we're letting the gold shine. As above, so below. What you believe, what you think, what you focus on will permeate every single aspect of your life. It will permeate your passion. It will permeate your creativity. It will permeate your practicality, and it will permeate your heart. And you will look at things, and you will say, well, why isn't it going the way that I want it to? And this is because it's what you're focusing on. And I'm not saying that you're not focusing on having more come, but what Spirit is saying is that there's a part of you that doesn't believe it, and it's linked to the Six of Cups. It's linked to a negativity that was spoken over you. It could be from your DNA line. Oh, nobody in my family has a happy marriage. What makes me think that I'm going to have one? Or even a meaningful relationship at that. It's always a nightmare. So I should just settle, or I should just give up. It's like, no. Nobody has a meaningful career. You just schlep your whole entire life. You work like a dog and you get nowhere. It's going to be my existence. No. No, it's not. You're redefining you because you're embracing something so astoundingly beautiful. And that is the passion of your life and the beauty of your soul. And it moves you to the Eight of Cups, walking away from something you once thought you would love. It can be a mindset. For a lot, it is. It can be a dream that you had, and you thought, oh, I'm going to go this way. This can be an ending as severe as a divorce. So here with the Eight of Cups, when Spirit says it's an ending, it's not an ending that, you take lightly at all. It's a divorce. It's a severing. And it doesn't mean that it has to be of a relationship. It can be of a mindset. It can be of who you once were to who you are today. It can be, how you want to move forward. It can be, the way that you see yourself. And you're changing it. You're changing you. And you're moving forward in this passionate knowledge and this beautiful understanding. And you're moving towards what you want now. Because this is like, I always look at the Eight of Cups, and I just see it as a really beautiful pair of shoes that you can't wear because you can't walk in them because they hurt so much. But there's a part of you that sits there and tries. You put them on, oh, maybe this time they'll feel better. Oh, they're so pretty. Oh, I spent so much money on them. It's like, no, they're not right. Then this moves you to the Three of Coins, a collaboration with others, a understanding, a brilliance, a sense of things coming together. And as you see this, as you embrace it, you embrace a passion of you. You look at things and you start having faith in yourself. You start looking at yourself, at what you desire, and you're saying, I can create this. I can move forward this way. The 3 coins, the 3 blessings here can be from divinity, it can be from your angels, it can be from your spirit guides. And you start to see it and you're like, oh, wow. But it's you who's creating. There's this person that comes and, talks and sits there and has some great ideas, but it's you with this, I don't know, lap harp? I have no idea what that is. I do actually know. It's a harpsichord? I have no idea. Okay. So it moves you here with this hard work and this doubt and this fear. And it's like, but you're doing the work anyway. So why are you doubting yourself? Because you're going to sit there and think, oh, wow, it's really that guy. It's really that guy right there because he's dressed so nicely and he, gets to order people around. It's really him that's doing all the work. Whereas it's you that's creating the music. It's you that's creating the song that you're dancing to. The song that people are being enchanted by. And once you see that you are a queen. You're the queen of what you desire. It does not matter how you identify yourself. You're coming through here as somebody with a depth of emotional knowledge that is breathtaking. Okay, a heart that is deep, profound, and powerful. A beauty that is moving you forward. A passion that is guiding you. And an understanding that is a part of you. And as you do this, you see things so differently. Because you are a queen. You have the freedom to move across the board with ease, meaning you have the freedom to move within your life with ease and with determination. There isn't going to be this sense of being tethered to one place. Think of it like a chessboard. The king, he gets tethered more. He does. More responsibilities, people turn his way more. All right? The queen, people go, oh, okay. And yet there's a freedom to you. And I'm not saying that they're dismissive. They're like, oh, okay, I see you. Oh, okay, I got this. But they don't see the true power that you have. And you're going to utilize that to your utmost advantage, Cancer. I mean, seriously, you're going to look at things and be like, yeah, I got this. Because you're coming together with an air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra, and Aquarius. You do have Gemini here, and you do have Aquarius here. So the only card that you don't have coming forward right now is Libra. But you have this sense of the heart and the mind working together. And why is that important? Because I am of the firm belief that we are emotional beings. As emotional beings, we have to, and we just have to, listen to our hearts. But we cannot be just fully emotion, because if we're fully emotion, we're like those absolutely intensely exhausting people that, bounce from one emotion to another to another. We have to have our mind and our heart come together, depending on how emotionally, wired we are, or how, kind of more geared towards logic we are. It depends on who's the main talker in that conversation. But as emotional beings, we cannot negate our hearts. And so here you're moving forward in that knowledge, in that wisdom, and you're a team. You're a team here of your heart and your mind. And you need to check in. This can be through meditation. This can be through journaling. This can be through a myriad of ways that you embrace your power, that you see the truth. And here you have the Queen of Emotions with the Warrior King. And you're unstoppable because of this, with the way that you can connect, with the way that you can pull people in, and the force of your conviction. You can be both. The Queen of the Heart, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Swords, the Warrior King. These can both be your roles. And because you are so connected, because you are having this open conversation with your emotional and practical side, you can move forward with determination and with understanding. Let's see what your spirit animals have to say. Cancer. August 16th to the 31st, 2020 Cancer. August 16th to the 31st, 2020 Cancer. August 16th to the 31st, 2020 Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. 2, okay. So we have the cow spirit, which I adore. It says, the miracles are endless. As you move forward, as you embrace your emotional truth and your logical truth, as you have that conversation between heart and mind, and as you open yourself up to passion and wisdom and beauty and what you desire, you see the miracles are endless. Because miracles, they are seldom huge. They are seldom these big, absolutely all-encompassing things. Miracles very often are small and gentle and breeze past us like butterflies. Sometimes we notice them, and sometimes we're so wrapped up in our own world that they pass us by without even a realization or seeing how great the gift is. This then leads to the dolphin spirit. This and that are true. So much of life is about dualities. This and that are true. As you move towards peace, as you embrace your ideas, your hopes, your dreams, and your desires. Your subconscious message for this time from your spirit animals is the vulture spirit. Nothing is wasted. And this is one of my favorite cards, because nothing in life is wasted. Every hardship, every pain, every disappointment, heartbreak, despair that we go through, it's for a purpose. We might not know that purpose, and it might seem like there is no purpose to the world's cruelty, to its anger, to its hate, to its hurt. But there is a purpose. There's always a reason. We just might not be able to put the puzzle pieces together. Nothing you have been through, Cancer, is for nothing. Everything has a purpose. Even if it's just to teach, and not just, even if it's to teach the next generation. And you sit there and you think, that's why I went through that. Is to be wise and to be a leader. It's true. Because you are strong and powerful. And don't ever forget it. This moves you to your subconscious person message, which is the Prince of Swords. Determination, dedication, speed, knowledge, truth, cutting through doubts and fears, moving forward towards where you need to be, where you want to be, and not holding back. This is you. This is you moving forward in absolute determination. You have the Prince of Swords here already in your main reading. Make sure, yes, you think things through. Don't act rashly, but also don't sit on your hands, just kind of, oh, will it be the right time? Will it be the right time? Go now. Jump. Go after what you desire and see it fall forward. This then moves you to your subconscious chakra message, which is the Earth Mother. You are guided by this earth. You are connected. You are being nurtured and you are rooted. This is the Earth Star Chakra located 6 inches below your feet. The Earth Mother moves you forward, blesses you, guides you, and is your strength. Make sure you stand outside a little bit each day, taking in that strength, breathing in that power. And if you can't, then it's visualizing yourself standing on a beautiful, strong earth, soaking in its rays, soaking in the sun's rays, and planting your feet deep in the power of the earth, in the power of truth, healing, nourishing, determination. This leads you to your subconscious tarot message, which is the Knight of Cups. This is you. You are a defender of what you desire, of what you want. You are a seer of your truth. You move forward slowly and steadily. The Knight of Cups is the second slowest moving knight. You are determined. You are dedicated. You're in it for the long haul, not for a fleeting moment. And what you're moving towards is deep understanding, profound truth, and a depth of emotional realization that takes your breath away. And yes, the seas might be choppy, but the wisdom that you gain is amazing. And to go deeper into this subconscious message is the Four of Swords. You've been through a war. It's the war of living. Hurts, pains, disappointments, upsets, angers. You have been through a lot. Now you need to rest. And you need to give homage to what you have been through, to all that has shaped you. And instead of sitting there and saying, oh, it was nothing, no, look at it for the triumph that it was, for the way that you came out, and for the way that you grew. Yes, you have scars. But here's the secret. Everyone on this earth has scars. Honor yours. See how resilient and amazing you are. And be proud of you. Because Spirit is. All right, Cancer. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let us end with a meditation, clearing away negative energy, raising up our positive energy and our positive vibrations to walk forward in this world in confidence, a surety of self, dedication of soul, and a beauty of heart that people cannot ignore. Take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Move forward in peace, Cancer.